And Barboursville police are searching for a man they say stole money from an elderly woman. Police say the man went to Village Manor and posed as a water company employee. Morning long here. We are just getting now pictures in from Bob Aaron. He's at the scene of this pursuit and now the manhunt going on. You can see all the cars right there. This was a Putnam County deputy involved in this, and he has several pictures for us coming in right there. There's one of the ambulance. We got a call about 7 a.m. about 10 cop cars speeding down Scary Road in Putnam County, and that's what we're looking at. Hey, Jessica. Yes, we are actually set up directly across from Yeager Airport and the runway. I actually step out of the way here so you can get a picture of just exactly what we're seeing. We're about a mile away here, and we still are seeing a lot of the emergency crews on scene across from the river, as you mentioned, where the West Virginia American Water is keeping a very close eye on things. Last 15 minutes, but still 4 massive rocks in the interstate, basically here on Route 7, and it is going to be an issue. The Ohio Department of Transportation says this will be ongoing, and we are right outside. If you know this area, this is on the western side. Fairs across the country are shutting down. That same ride that malfunctioned and killed a teen at the Ohio State Fair. The victim has been identified as 18-year-old Tyler Jarrell. A ride called the Fireball broke apart mid-air. It's a graphic video. It sent its riders flying.
We getting rid of this damp water there. You got the leaf blowers out. You can see the mist just coming off of these chairs. In fact, if you look a little closer here, we do have some water standing on these chairs, and that's exactly why that they've got them out here right now. So lots of activity finally bubbling up around the inauguration. Should be a fun one this afternoon. All kicks off here around 12:30. And again, if you want to park, head over to Laidley Field. They're going to be shuttling people back and forth, and we're going to be live here. We're surrounded right now by a lot of boxing fans, young boxing enthusiasts, people here competing in this tournament. Sure. And Pernell, what is it like for any amateurs right here to be in this situation?
This is the funnest moment, the happiest moment, and hey, this is one of my
Cracker, and it has been a chilly start to today. The snow's been off and on, but you can see as I come into Charleston now, congestion's a little light still. Certainly picking up, though, so nothing out of the ordinary. Great day to have the ball cap on. You'll want it out here. Doug was just talking about how sunny and hot it got. Didn't take long for that sun to really make an impact out here. You want the sunscreen if you're outside at all today. Now, behind me, it is Kids Day out.
Bad. You seeing any issues on the roads?
Nothing major, Brandon, here. It's been a nice, quiet day. Now, I've heard tale, Brandon, that you had your son dressed up last night. And if I don't see a picture of this,
I know.
We all need to see this.
I'm lagging behind.
He's got a lot to deal with the rain heading. And look at this. The vehicle actually trucks now trying to make its way through, and you can see how high that water is. I don't think this truck's going to make it here. Whoa. This is just happened here. This is live look right now. We're getting a nice close look in there. That engine's going to get flooded. No question about it. Yeah, that's not a good look right there. This area at Jefferson, Allison Scott's live. Look at that. We have some flames there for you. That's a live shot coming in from that area. Ooh, that's still a mess. You can see those flames, still a danger right there.
Nick Patrick with your headlines. Hi, Nick.
Nick.
Hey, Dave, Jennifer, good to see you there. Looks like a good time being had by everybody there. I'll be holding down the fort and, well, switching gears here to the news of the day. And right now, an update on breaking news we brought you yesterday on that shooting in Huntington. Police say Jason Shank, a homeless man, was shot in the face by Ronald Flowers. Now, police don't believe the men knew each other, but we are told Flowers is in custody. He is facing a murder charge. And this morning, crews on scene of a house fire. Look at this video right here. Fire on Red Oak Street in Charleston. Very early this morning, they arrived right around 3 o'clock. The house completely engulfed in flames. Firefighters say a man and a woman were able to escape. Thankfully, no injuries were reported, and the Red Cross was called in to provide assistance to those victims. Officials have not confirmed what started that fire just yet. Big news today. Tonight's Mega Million Dollar drawing has now reached $970 million. People across the country, they're standing in line for hours. They're desperate for a chance to win big. Maggie Rulli has more from outside a store in New York City. Large number right there. But hey, if you don't win the lottery and you're just looking for a job, especially during these holidays, UPS now hiring. Today, UPS Brown Friday. The parcel service is running a huge one-day hiring event today. Now, there's going to be about 170 job fairs nationwide. UPS anticipates signing close to 40,000 workers by the end of today. And you can also apply online. Just head over to upsjobs.com. The additional workers are needed to help handle that holiday shipping rush. And a medical mobile clinic that will offer free dental, vision, medical care. That's going to be set up in Charleston tomorrow and Sunday. Remote Area Medical is partnering with West Virginia Health Right for the event at the Bible Center School in Charleston. That's on Corridor G. The parking lot will be open at midnight. Ticket distribution usually beginning around 3 a.m. Line up early. Those doors will open here at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, a West Virginia native and Olympic legend returned home to help support a great cause and give an inspiring message. Eyewitness News reporter Jessie Starkey, she got to sit down with Mary Lou Retton to ask why she continues to come back here to the Mountain State. Great advice right there, but let's get back out to Jennifer and Dave. They are at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center. Guys, it seems like it's still pretty busy out there.
The pain caused by two vandals is finally being washed away, as volunteers from the community work to wipe away the paint that ruined some of the school's workout equipment. Still, the crime is fresh on the minds of school leaders.
We had a couple young men that came in, sprayed paint, destroyed some of the property, a little bit over between $40,000 and $50,000 worth of damage.
School officials say the damage was not covered by their insurance, so they had no choice but to close down the gym. After being out of commission since December, the weight room is finally getting a facelift, funded by some major donations.
Daryl Platt with ChemSearch has donated not only his time, but also a lot of material and chemicals that they're working on now that is removing it.
Principal Dabbs says Platt stepped forward in a big way to help the school, donated roughly $2,000 worth of chemicals to dissolve the paint. Platt extended more than financial help. This executive actually rolled up his sleeves to pitch in with the cleanup.
While a weight room may not be the worst thing going on in people's lives, it is something that brings a lot of joy to our young people's lives, and so it's important to us all.
Now, the chemical being used is called ChemStrip. It comes in liquid form and aerosol cans like these. Now, we have to wear gloves while using it. It certainly gets the job done.
I just appreciate all the efforts and all the people that have called and contributed in any way that they have, and like I said, we're just thankful.
Thankful that the paint may have covered some equipment, but couldn't cover the true colors of this community. In Long Beach, Nick Patrick, News 25.
Slammed it closed, and I grabbed my wife, threw us on the couch.
The Quinn's world turned upside down last night as strong winds ripped through the Santa Maria RV park in Gaucher, tossing homes and leaving a trail of destruction. Rob Quinn and his wife remember it well. They say they can't believe they're standing here today.
The camper just started getting very violent, and then it just flipped it over on its side. If we didn't land on the couch, we probably would not be here talking to you because the inside it just exploded.
But Rob and his wife did not escape injury.
Pieces of glass out of my hand.
And just,
Had a big piece. This took my kneecap off. She's all banged up. Her neck, her shoulders.
bruises. You know, we're very lucky.
We're very
blessed.
fortunate.
Now, National Weather Service believes it was an outflow boundary ahead of the cold front or a strong disturbance that was tracking from the Gulf towards the northeast. Now, once these disturbances started to fall apart, it actually generated these strong straight line winds.
These storms last night were strong, so they could bow out. Some of these were bowing out, and even a little downburst. They were showing some indication of the cold air aloft as we're feeling today with the cold. You know, that drops down to the surface, spreads out, and that can cause easily a 70-mile-an-hour wind. So it could have been a downburst.
It's clear from this extensive damage, last night's storms were extremely powerful, packing winds in the 70 to 80-mile-per-hour range. The National Weather Service says they will continue to sift through the debris before making its final classification.
If there's anything pointing towards the north, south, all of a sudden you can start connecting the dots and see some sort of rotation. So far, everything's to the east, and again, we're going to keep on trying to see if we can see if there's any indication of a tornado.
Well, the storm clouds have cleared here. The wind's still gusting, but starting to die down. Cool temperatures overnight tonight, but a warm-up is soon on the way. I'm going to go ahead and send it over to Chief Meteorologist Ashley Feaster in the Weather Center. Ashley, what can the folks expect?